We have 30 basic techniques, and we're going to run through them all a couple at a time, one at a time, or two or three at a time. String them together and work on how we can find practical application with those particular techniques. Now, ask a gardener if he could do my garden. He said, yeah, sure, I'm a landscape gardener, so it's no good, my garden's in portrait. Anyway, so welcome everyone. What we're looking at is we have the 30 basics. Just come a little closer. And we have Chudan Soto Uke in a tournament, it's that, okay? In a self-defense, it can be that. So when the punch comes, I have to block the punch in some way. So Pinyan 2, Pinyan 4, Kanku, they're all the same thing. Boom. Now, here's where Uchi-Uke works. I don't necessarily want to go like this when the punch comes and block Uchi-Uke. It takes too long, in my opinion. And particularly when I don't know where it's coming. Okay, so as the punch comes, boom, I come up here. Now the next thing is, whilst the hands are here, that's when I can do the Uchi-Uke, the Soto Uke. And I like to hit it right on the forearm there. Now you can see where the muscle goes up and down. You've got that mound. And right at the top of the mound, there's a pressure point. And that's in acupuncture terms called stomach 36. And it's a very, very sensitive pressure point. When we block the punch here, hit down on that pressure point, and then that sets us up for Shuto Uke to the neck, or Tetsu, or back fist. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Made more noise than. Okay, so we go 1, 1. We come here, we do that Chudan Soto Uke right on the forearm, and then back to the neck, and then palm heel as I get my head out of the way. Okay, in a more normal speed, like that. We just get the head, I don't want trouble, so boom. 1, 2, there, and as I move my body to the side, we'll turn around a little bit. There like this, no trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm hitting with palm now because it's less damaging, but nothing beats a ridge hand right on the carotid sinus there like that. So we'll go the other way so you can see. Other hand. Boom. 1. Hit 2. Hit there on the neck and ridge hand right on the neck or palm heel. Okay, so what we have there is Chudan Soto Uke. We think that the Soto Uke is just a block. But in actual fact, in this circumstance, what I'm doing is I'm clearing the arm and here. Clear the arm, here, 2. Also, it sets up the tendon reflex. As the arm comes this way, unwind there, and there like that. Okay? You can continue on there. 1, 2, 3. And if you want, with the knee like that. Very simple way to spin together the Soto Uke combined with the Shuto Uchi, and that Kubi Uchi. Uchi means inside strike, Kubi Uchi means strike to the neck. So that Kubi Uchi is one of the best techniques that you can use because it's a block and a strike in one go. But that's a really simple flow that you can use. Flow them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from there you can grab the head, pull it down, grab the head, hit with a knee like that.
Your body weight too, Shihan, as you do it, especially the palm heel, that palm heel is a real extension of your momentum, your body moving forward as well, because every time you did it, you were trying not to hit me, which I appreciate. But your body was going past me at a rate of knots, so I can imagine how powerful that would be if you really did it.
Chudan Soto Uke combined with Kubi Uchi. They just flow into each other. 1, 2. 1, 2. And here's the other thing too. You either end up on the inside or on the outside. So we're taking it for granted that I don't know what he's going to throw, but as you know, in most street fight situations, for a man anyway, a lot of what's happening is the right hand is going to punch, or the right hand is going to push, or the right hand is going to grab. Boom, all of them. I end up on the inside. But what if I end up on the outside? So now he throws a left, boom. Same movement, I don't want to change, I don't want to go. My brain cannot process quick enough. Come back into this. My brain cannot process quick enough. If he does right hand, I'm going to do one thing. If he does left hand, I'm going to do something else. It's just, well, So what I want to do is, it doesn't matter what he does, I want to make sure both hands go up. Now my brain has time to process. One, look. I go 1, 2. Now he throws that hand. 1, 2. After that, now I have time. Again, he throws the right hand. 1, 2. And then 3, 4. So the first two movements, 1, 2. This hand, 1, 2. Exactly the same. The difference is, on this side, I'm debilitating the arm by hitting the stomach 36 and then coming back here. On the outside, now what I'm doing is I'm hitting the elbow or the tricep tendon with the Soto Uke, with the forearm. Bang, like that. Okay? And then what you can do is change it from that into a back fist and then come back with a ridge hand again. Okay, so that's what happens when you go to the outside. Of course, you don't have control over which one he's going to do. Kihon means basic, foundational. Okay, and as Sensei Mike's saying there, rather than basic, we're looking at a foundation. So it builds up a foundation of technique. But if you do it often enough against a non-compliant opponent, you will find that certain of the techniques actually really do become quite natural. We'll just run through that one more time and then we'll leave it there. When you look at kumite, tournament kumite in particular, you don't see a lot of uchi-uke because the uchi-uke requires the grab to be effective. But in all the kata that we practice in Kyokushin, the second most common technique after the middle punch is uchi-uke. Okay, so that should encourage you to think of something.
Just on that, this morning at training, we were doing grappling and there was the shoulder lock crunch that we do, but then you did a gyaku, like a reverse one. We go right. And then, but how do you control the head? We won't go into it, but it was an uchi-uke, remember? It's an uchi-uke and you press down and that's how you control the head. I'm like, there's no application of uchi-uke.
Yeah, so even in a grappling scenario, sometimes you can take control of the technique by doing uchi-uke, where if you turn the hand over, the elbow position changes.
And it's something that Sensei Gary O'Neill talked about at our camp that we had, the national camp late last year. He was talking about punching and externally rotating the shoulder so much and how important that was, and then external rotations in the uchi-uke as well.
3 things you need to master anything. You need consistent training, you need regular training, and you need to do them over a long period of time. And that's why someone like Gary O'Neill can intuitively understand the value of external rotation in the punch with huge success. Okay, so there you have it. We'll just run through it one more time so you can see. He goes to punch or grab. Boom. I'm just coming up with both hands. Again, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have to be quick because this hand's just staring at me. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Once again, slow motion. 2, 3, I can palm heel, reach hand, or punch. Okay, last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now if I come the other way because I don't know which hand he's going to punch with, I just block whatever comes. And I end up on the outside now. 1, 2. I hit the elbow to tweak the elbow. There was a discussion today, would that break the elbow? And from my experience, it doesn't. It'll tweak it, but guys are pretty good at just protecting their elbow in the last split second. So you can jam it there like that. You can back fists, 1, 2, back fist in the eyes, and then come through with the ridge hand again. So left hand done 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Exactly the same thing once again. In a street fight, you just keep walking and don't turn around and don't look. That's the first of a series that we'll do. We'll cover all the basic techniques this year, so we find application for them. And as Sensei Mike says, use them as a foundation for combination movement, or use them as a foundation for fundamental set flows that work very practically under pressure. Good guys, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you next week.